Hello, viewers. Welcome to another exciting episode of StriveUps, the Startup Chronicles with nasscom Insights. Today, we have a very special guest with us. Saurav is the co-founder of Elecbits, that's revolutionizing the electronics manufacturing industry. Welcome to the show, Saurav.
Thank you.
For those who are unfamiliar with this name, Elecbits technology-enabled smart platform is designed to help electronics manufacturing companies transform their ideas into mass-manufactured products at a pace that is 10 times faster and easier than traditional methods. Let's jump right into the discussion and find out how they managed to offer this incredible efficiency. But before that, Saurav, tell us a bit more about Elecbits.
Sure. So Elbit is a B2B platform that is helping electronic enterprises, or rather I'll say anyone who wants electronics product to be made, to go from an ideation stage to a shelf-ready commercial product. The intricacies of these life cycle of this, manufacturing, designing and manufacturing of electronics product is quite complex. We at Elbit are adding a digital innovation layer to that by digitalizing all the manual step and also aggregating all the vendors which can help you fasten this cycle.
Understood. So, making manufacturing processes 10 times faster and easier, it looks like a big efficiency boost. Can you help us understand the key features and microservices that enable your platform to offer this efficiency boost?
Sure. So if we dig deeper, the problem statement here is 97% of electronics enterprises fail within the first year, and the rest, from the remaining rest, 70% fail within 2 years. So this has been the condition in the electronics domain, or I'll say electronics product development domain. We at Elbits are trying to solve this process. So first, design, we provide two kinds of services: design plus manufacturing, which is also known as engineering solution. Second is manufacturing, where you have the designs and we'll implement or we'll take it to the scale. In the design plus manufacturing solution, there are two major problems. The talent do not exist, and existing talent do not have the right social status. For example, if I'll ask you that you all must be familiar with someone who's like a UI UX developer at Swiggy, but you must not be, or you must not have heard about somewhere like a firmware developer who's working in Usha Havels. So this is not a that much glamorized space. So we intend to glamorize this space. The second part is in process, the whole existing process. The process, if we see the how IT growth, so IT grew because they have modular processes, modular systems implemented all over the internet. Getting the sources or libraries was not that difficult for IT companies, but at hardware, you need a lab. You need people who can, identify these kind of sources and start replicating. So we have Elecbits have introduced multiple frameworks. Like PICS is a framework, PICS, which means power, interface, control system, and sensors. So we have designed repeatable circuit systems which can be used in multiple industries. So it is completely industry agnostic. EVs, aerospace and defense, and multiple other industry, the same framework can be used, which obviously will reduce your designing time. In the manufacturing, we are implementing a framework which is known as CHQII. C is for competitive pricing. So as we have more than 3,000 vendors on our platform, we are able to provide the best competitive pricing and best timings for sourcing them. The procurement cycle has been reduced. Second is hassle-free operation. From getting the discovery of vendor to sourcing, procurement, following up, negotiation, all these kind of headaches we take away from your procurement expert, and we help them to have a good night's sleep. The third part is quality. So we are implementing global quality standards. Here we are not just focusing on the active component, we are working towards having the testing reports and COC of the passive components itself, which play a major role in development of a single device also. The first I is Indianization of all the supply chain. We are decoupling from China, and we have implemented our centers, or I'll say vendors, across 6 different geography, including US, Germany, Taiwan, and multiple other places. The last is intelligent sourcing. We are not any other vendor for you. We help you to solve your product problems, not just to source your components. So we have provided a service of obsolescence management. When this component will get obsolete, what will you do? Similarly, we have alternative sourcing option. Over that, we have our own R&D systems which can help you guide how to manufacture at best of its practices. By launching fast, you will be in the market faster, acquire more market share, and that is how Eliquis can help you grow your entire revenue.
Understood. So you mentioned that you have a supplier base of over 3,000 global manufacturing partners, right? So how do you ensure quality control and reliability across a supplier base that's so big?
Yeah. So actually, there's a common truth that if you need to do business, you need to focus on people. Vendors are also our people, and we have implemented the system of vendor management team that till date has met more than 800 vendors and built very good relation with them. How we are doing it? We are solving their problems. The first problem that you must have heard, that there's a myth that vendors will get paid. This is not happening till date. No vendor will ever get it on time. Being that we are solving all kind of these additional services which they have to do. For example, supply chain, logistics, maintaining their bookkeeping and all, their inventory. These kind of things we are solving for them, and it is a customized process. Over that, to make sure that our clients get best results, we are maintaining their SOPs and also having multi-layer quality check at their own factories, or I'll say warehouses. So this kind of relationship with this huge network, obviously we have to invest in people. So our vendor management team is one of the key feature that we are bringing to the table. If you have to do it on your own, you need to have a team, you have to go dig deeper, and that's a lot of work.
Understood. And sort of considering the complexity of electronics manufacturing, you need to keep your platform updated so as
Right.
to meet the evolving needs of the customers. How do you plan on doing that? And also help us understand what help or support will you need from the government or NASCOM or from the entire ecosystem in order to support you in doing that?
Sure. So we follow a 5C policy. So 5C means consultation, which is guiding the right data points to the customer. C is creation of the product, which means design plus manufacturing. 3 is commercialization, that is scaling the product. There are other 2 C's, which is credit and culture. The credit is still unexplored, and we want to move in a direction where we can make sure the fuel never dries out in this industry. If you see the example of Japan, they implemented Kaizen model for Toyota, and all their supplies and success you can see. So similar model needs to be implemented. We are at a commercial and creation stage where we want to improve more. Further, our vision is to provide a digital and physical infrastructure for all the global enterprises, or say electronics enterprises. In the physical status, we want to implement a PCB fabrication factory in next 2 years. The goal is very simple, that we are still not in India, we are still not able to make more than 6-layer PCB, while China is doing to 32-layer, 40-layer. And if we want to really Indianize, we need to have a physical layer also. We are currently incubated in nasscom COE, and their support has been fabulous for us. They have introduced us to a lot of clients, enterprises, and investors also. This support has been really great. But in the future, we are looking for having more labs like that, so that new people who want to contribute into the electronic startup world can have better growth cycle. The lab in which we are standing right now, I wish we had 15 more labs in Delhi NCR itself and all across India. So this is something we need from the government. Second is the policy changes. Policy changes are something which can help a small company to grow, instead having same policy for a bigger company or a smaller company. For example, import is a very big hassle for us, but having the similar rules for a big company and small company creates it difficult for us, because they are already resource equipped, we are not. So yeah, these kind of things, if government can do, actually this will help the whole ecosystem to grow.
That's really interesting. Thank you so much, Saurabh, for sharing these insights with us. Viewers, that's a wrap for today's episode. We had a very interesting conversation with Saurabh. Elecbits is clearly making significant strides in transforming the electronics manufacturing industry. From what we know from them, they are not just making manufacturing processes 10 times faster and easier, but this indicates towards a future where electronics manufacturing will be more reliable and accessible. If you found this video insightful, like, subscribe, and comment.